Hello YouTube, hello Twitch, it is some more Slay the Spire action. Last time, and it's been some time for me, I'm just going to let you know that it's been about a week and a half since I played Slay the Spire. I was just telling Twitch this. We knocked out a win, I believe, as the Watcher, which means then we beat a 7 as all the characters. So we're back round to the start of the roster again, which is unfortunate for me for a few reasons. Firstly, elites are now tougher, and I'm normally quite greedy in this game, so I'm still going to be the same that I always am. I'm going to try and take on elites as often as possible, because I've got this thing in Peglin as well. I'd rather lose a run early than lose a run later because I didn't take enough greedy options early. Like, I'd rather be greedy early, like, ride the crest of this difficulty wave, and then, like, you know, surf on through to glory. Whereas, like, debatably, I can't necessarily do this that often. I should probably, like, take a smaller wave and a more consistent one rather than the wave that, you know, smashes me into the rocks or something at some point down the line. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to be playing as the Ironclad on A8. The other reason which is why this is kind of bad is I've not played for a week and a half, so I'm a bit rusty again. In my old age, it doesn't take a lot for me to get rusty in a game. And then finally, the Ironclad, I think personally for me is the worst character for me to play. Not saying they are the worst character, I don't really have enough game time in this to formulate that type of opinion yet, but for me, I find the other 3 characters easier to work with. But, you know, maybe I'll get better. Maybe now, I just need to, like, I need to just take some time away from the game, and then I come back with a new perspective on the Ironclad. Also, why can I hear nothing? What is my audio? I'll turn it up for me. I don't know if it's... I mean, it should... Wait, is it the right for you? It should be right. It's the same setting as I always have. So unless OBS has changed something in the deep depths of the system, I don't know what's wrong. Anyway, I changed it up my end, and now it seems pretty good. Losing starting relic to get a random boss relic, I don't mind the idea of this. I do like the Burning Blood, but I'm going to level with you. I don't know how good this actually is. It's not really giving me any offensive capability, right? Not quite true, because I can take more aggressive options, knowing I'll get a bit more health at the end of it. Random rare relic for losing all your gold. You know what? We do this one so often. I do think it's a really good play. Let's try and get a random rare relic and lose all the gold, and we'll keep the healing stuff. Upon pick up 300 gold, it's the greatest deal in the history of deals. Doesn't really improve me offensively, but now we could take a really early shot if we want to. Alright, bear in mind me, elites are très difficult. I do see many on the right path though, and we're definitely going on the right path. The clue's in the name, really. Alright, you wish to do 12 damage to me. I can only block 5 of it, so we'll take 7, but we can heal 6 of that back off again. So again, this is the nice thing about this character's starting relic. You can get these, like, not even misplays, but like these awkward turns, and you can recover from it. Awkward number here, by the way, I think is 6 damage on a strike, right? Or it doesn't matter because the armor, but 19, I don't think I ever had lethal. We'll slow roll this game a little bit. We'll get him eventually. We'll still get you eventually. One little chip of damage at a time. We'll get there. Oh, I also forgot we start with less health. Oh my god. My ordering of my cards has been, like, the worst it possibly can be. He's going to give himself some armor here. I think we're actually going to take a huge chunk of damage right now. Because I definitely don't have lethal. Yeah. And I have nothing to defend with, so... I guess my bad. I should have taken 11 at some point and just made sure I had lethal. But it literally took me to draw every defend card and then every strike card after that for that situation to occur, so... I think we just got super, super turbo unlucky. Deal 8 damage. Increases card damage by 5 this combat. Rampage wants you to have a really thin deck. You need to be a thin deck daddy, and we can be a thin deck daddy. That's not crazy. Reckless Charge is also good if you know you're going to go for that type of build, but we're not really in that scenario yet. I think we just grab the Rampage and move on with life. Kakor, by the way. Nice to see you. I hope you've been doing well while I've been on holiday. While I was away on holiday as well, I read the the Dunwich Horror, you know, the H.P. Lovecraft story. I'm going to level with you. I've read a few of Lovecraft's works now, and I was kind of expecting great things from it. Like, I've always heard, like, it's a really good story, and there's so many bits of, like, literature and, you know, game and stuff that splinters off from that story. I'm going to level with you of the stories I've read. And by the way, in case you're not aware, H.P. Lovecraft stuff, I think it used to be, like, serialized in, like, magazines or newspapers or something back, you know, back in the early 1900s, you know, when I was a small child. And so they're only short work. So when I say, you know, I read the Dunwich Horror, I did read a few other things with it, but that was like the main one. And I'm in love with you. I think it was one of the weaker ones I've read from him. I just didn't quite... It just didn't quite resonate with me, I guess. I never really experienced the horror from it. I don't know. I think maybe I'm just not meant for literature. I say literature, just media in general, actually. Because I also watched, while I was on holiday, Jurassic Park Dominion. Not a good film, but both those, like, both these things clearly have a lot of in common, but they both require, like, the suspense of, like, human intelligence to really function. And I kind of felt like with the Dunwich Horror that just... interesting. Just, it required people to be so unbelievably stupid for it to, like, ever, like, get to the point that they got to. I just couldn't keep with it. Like, mentally, I was like, you know what? I got to the point where I like mental, and this often happens in Jurassic Park films as well, like, since I was talking about them. I wanted the dinosaurs to win. The same in the Dunwich Horror. I was like, you know what? I want the eldritch beings to win. Because fuck, the humans deserve it. The humanity does not deserve a dub here. Just to get back to the game a second, I can't quite decide whether or not I want Body Slam or not. I don't really have a deck for Body Slam, but I feel like the Body Slam deck, you have to take Body Slam first, and then work from there. It's a common card, but I think I'm going to grab it. I've literally not made it work. We're about to go into a shop. Maybe I can grab some other pieces for it. For each curse in your deck, you gain a strength. If my health is at 50% or below, you can heal for 12. Cards for which exhaust when played will instead discard 50% of the time. Interesting. And another Rampage. I think I would like a Battle Trance. I think I'm going to take the Strange Spoon as well, purely for the future. I think we could do some great things with it. And then I'm going to remove a card as well. And I'm going to remove one of the strikes, because we've added 2 offensive cards, and I do need my defensive cards now for the Body Slam. We want to get to a campfire as soon as possible, ideally as well, not needing to heal there. And I need to upgrade this Body Slam, because I think Body Slam in this form is pretty doo-doo. But in other forms, potentially not so doo-doo. I think we're just going to drink this immediately and not fuck around with it too much. It gives me a kill if I want to take it. I think I will take it. Alternatively, I could have not wasted my damage and just put it all into the Acid Slime. But yeah, to go back to the Dunwich Horror, I don't want to spoil it, you know, if you've not ever read the story. But there are just some things with, like, the main antagonist of it, and it's like, could you really not tell, you know, something was going amiss here? That's, like, how I always felt for it, so I won't spoil it. I mean, I guess if you've not read it at this point, then maybe you weren't ever going to read it. It is basically 100 years old literature at this point. And there's always this thing, you know, oh, don't spoil it for me. It's like, it's been out for this amount of time, so, like, it's your own fault if you get spoiled. Does it really truly resonate, though, with stuff that is that old? Or does it go full circle again? It's so old that you shouldn't spoil it because people are just looking for the time, like, when they get some spare time, to read these things. I actually don't really know. I could go for True Grit, because I could 50% of the time remove the negative of this. But I think I'm going to go bold. I'm going to take Flame Barrier. I did say I wanted to get a thin deck, but I guess it's me. But no, I think we want... or, like, my perfect deck right now for where I am. I'd like to get down to very, very few cards. Have Battle Trance, Rampage that keeps coming back, and then like Flame Barrier and a bunch of defensive cards and Body Slam. I'd happily get rid of all the strikes. I'd eventually get rid of all the defense as well, possibly even the bash. And we just go with something like that. So I'm trying to make it basically every hand I play gives me a bunch of armor and does a reasonable chunk of damage with that as well. I probably will need a bit of extra mana though to make this actually fully work. Alright, we definitely want to play Rampage here. I definitely want to play Defend here. We have to take the damage, and actually playing a Strike is better than a Body Slam right now. But again, if we can get the Body Slam down to 0 cost, then we can weave that into the turns more easily until I can get the additional mana. How was the beer at the Beer Festival? I'm going to level with you. Somewhat disappointing is how I would deem Charlton Beer Festival, which is where I was at 2 days ago. Not bad that it would be like too far, but I wouldn't say it was, of all the beer festivals I've ever been to, a memorable one. It was like the 20th year of Charlton Beer Festival as well, so like congratulations for reaching that milestone, Charlton. But from the beers I had, pretty middling is what I would say. And actually, even more so than that, and really this might just be my personal experience, the first like 2 beers I had were like delicious, fantastic, great beers. And then from there, it just steadily descended down towards like the 5 out of 10 beers for the rest of the day. So I might have just got unlucky, or like lucky, depending on how you want to look at it, that I just got the best ones early. But it ended up being like, at the end, it's like, oh, it's another 5 out of 10 beer. And then the other weird thing about it is a lot of beer festivals that I've ever been to, they normally do, well, actually a lot of them go over 4 days in the UK, but normally the Thursday is a day just for like companies like the breweries and stuff to meet up and like they can have a few beers and talk about their various things. And then the actual open days for the people were the Friday, the Saturday, and the Sunday. It's normally 3 days for the public. This one was really weird because it was on the Thursday, Friday, Saturday for people. So I went on the Saturday, and by the time I got there, like, there were a lot of beers on, but there were some of them that had already gone off, and like, not too long after getting there, and we got there like first thing, like, in fact, the place wasn't actually fully open when I got there, but basically not too long afterwards, the beers were going off. And actually, at that point as well, when the beers are going off, you're getting like the bottom of the keg, and like, you're getting some of the yeasty sludge as well, which is just, you don't want to drink that, right? How many different ones did I get through? So, we're gonna have to do some mental arithmetic here. At the beer festival, drank what equated to about 5 pints. And I will say this is a hand-wavy 5 pints, because I got halved all the way around. And if you've ever been to a beer festival before, and, you know, you ask for a half a pint, you're almost always getting, like, you know, slightly more than a half, like, not quite 2/3, but maybe like 5/8 of a pint instead. So it worked out about 5-ish, but I was also with someone else, so I was trying their beer. So I think all in all, we ended up going through about 20 beers at the festival, which is a lot, but again, some of them were just sips from other people's glasses, so I tasted a far greater number than you might have expected. So when I formulate this opinion and say, you know, it was kind of a middling beer festival, I think it's fair enough for me to say that, because I tried many of them. I don't know how many were on in total, but by the end of it, like, the 20 beers I had were, you know, close to the 20 beers that were left. Alright, what am I doing here? I should probably stop taking cards. And that doesn't really work well with this. Iron Wave could be fun, but I think it's a bit of a middling card. I think I'm going to skip. I'll take the Campfire. I'll take the Smithing Opportunity. I'll upgrade Body Slam so it's actually, like, a phenomenally good card now. Well, it's a pretty good card. Then it's, do I want to fight this Elite? I think at 60 health we'll go for it. Let's see how harder Elites are. Alright, so far looks identical to what he normally does. I think I will drink this and just use it for this battle. Block is not removed at the start of your turn. Very interesting. Give me Barricade. Thursday, Friday drink is hogging the beers. Yeah, kind of. I mean, I knew, like, what it was going to be, so I can't really be, like, upset by it. I was also away on holiday for, like, the first day, so I couldn't possibly go on the Thursday. And none of my friends wanted to go on the Friday, so we had to go on the Saturday. But even then, like, you say, like, the good bits, but I'm not convinced, really, there were, like, many more that were good. Okay, need to be a bit careful here. I forgot when I took Barricade as well. I'm probably not going to be playing too many blocks versus this guy. Honestly, I think I'm going to race you. I'm actually a little bit spooked by this. I guess the difficulty here as well is that... Alright, never mind. The difficulty here as well is that I think he's got more health than he normally does, rather than doing more damage. So it's just going to take me longer to, like, grind through him. Oh, God. Oh, God. Flame Barrier will do 6 back to him, but he'll also buff him slightly more. And actually, he'll get more bang for his buck from the buff because he's going into vulnerable, which is my issue right now. I think I just have to eat the hit. And I make sure I've got lethal next turn. Okay, it's fine. We still have a starting relic. We can heal back through this. Whenever I recognize a card to my deck, I want it to be a thin deck player. I do like Pummel as well, but I can't really justify this right now. I think we skip for now. And I'm going to try and get... Oh my god, I have to fight an elite going forward. I'd really like to not heal here. It might be foolish, though. I'm going to go for this effectively heals me more than just healing. But I could be wrong. Ooh, okay. More strength is more good. I think because I've got an elite coming up, I'll take the shop. I've got 123. We'll remove a card. How does the Ironclad rank on my list? It's too early for me. I can't tell yet. For me, I think it's the hardest character for me to play. But I don't necessarily think they're the worst character. I just can't quite wrap my head around this character. Or, like, it feels like you get unbelievably strong builds with this character, but, like, the ones in between those two, like, peaks of the builds are just really hard to, like, run. Whereas with the other characters, I feel like you can have, like, worse builds that win the game. It's like if you miss the status effect build of this character, you just fall over. If you miss the block build, you're falling over. If you miss the strength build, you fall over. They're like, it has to be, like, the perfect build, otherwise you just get done in. I'm going to keep getting rid of strikes right now. And hope the question marks are kind to me. Do I want to flip the coin? Sure. Is that a good one? The one that gives you weak to start with? Alright, cool. One day I'll get a positive result from that. Right. Let me gain some block, please, if you don't mind. We might die here, actually. I'm really not well placed to kill these guys. Knock one off. I take 0 damage, but they are putting up some block. They're going to be putting statuses on me. More weakness as well. It's fine, though. The rampage will get me there eventually, right? I need to remember, I scale over time. And actually, weakness doesn't matter that much here. As long as I can put up block, then we're fine. Defend. Defend. That's another kill. And I'll put 6 into you, I guess. One other thing that surprised me, by the way, the beer festival, and again, I don't really want to judge people for this because, you know, life is hard, but the sheer amount of children at this beer festival was, like, absurd. I will also say, in case you're not aware of, like, Chorlton Beer Festival, which, you know, isn't shocking, it's a small local beer festival. It's held at a church, and it's held inside and outside the church and, like, the buildings adjacent to it as well. And I kind of expected, you know, there to be a decent number of adults there. That's fine. You know, enjoy your beer. But the amount that brought, like, their full family, I'd be bored out of my mind if I was, like, a child at a beer festival. There's just nothing there for you. Like, I'm actually somewhat surprised, and I guess not fully surprised, that they have non-alcoholic drinks. I guess they do in case someone's driving there, and, you know, they want to actually have a beverage. But, like, I don't know. Maybe it would have been fine. There was a bit of, like, a music act on at some point as well, so maybe they went and watched the music act. But I couldn't ever think at a beer festival, it's not going to be a suitable child-friendly act, right? I'm going to skip again. On the flip side, though, the amount of people that brought their dog to the beer festival was fantastic, and I think that should be promoted. Except, actually, if you're going to bring a dog to a beer festival, don't stand between the urinals, the bar, and the seating area. That creates a bottleneck that no one wants. Either, you know, I desperately need to go to the lavatory, I can't because people are petting this dog, or I need to go to the bar because I've got a thirst on, and I can't get to the bar because people are petting the dogs. I'm happy the dogs are there. Fantastic. I love to see that. But, you know, somewhere else, please. Stand with the children. That would give the children something to do, in fact. I only say this as well with the children because of where I was sat was next to, like, a bit of open space. And I just descended into the children all sitting, like, grouped together, like, moping around in the grass. And I'm like, they're clearly all, like, bored out of their goddamn minds. They need some entertainment here. What they needed was the dog group to go near the children group. Of course. Okay. I think I want to try and win this this battle through Rampage. I just need to keep drawing Rampage as often as possible. And hopefully I just outscale him. Did I bring my dogs? No. they couldn't be trusted at a beer festival. They'd be at the bar, ordering something. And one of my dogs is grumpy enough as it is without being fucking drunk. Well, I, unlike everyone else at the festival, or it seemed like everyone else at the festival, didn't bring my entire family with me. No, if the dogs were well trained, they would go to the bar for me and get me a drink. Sadly, I've not been able to get them to do that level of fetch. We live. Actually, more than just living, I think I took basically no damage. Oh no, I did take a little bit of damage. It wasn't too bad, though. That actually is potentially very good with what I'm trying to do right now. Or at least part of what I'm trying to do. Actually, now I say this, if I'm trying to body summon every single turn, this won't ever work. But until I get to that point, maybe I can get one additional mana on the future turn if I just play only defense. We'll see, though. I don't think this is crazily bad. Sometimes I get this and I'm like, oh, well, I'll never ever use this, so what's the point? I see a world where I use it this time. Alright, well, we're taking another 3, which is fine. Because we're going to heal for 6. I think I will be healing before the elite. Pommel Inflame perfected. By eventual future, I don't think I need this. I think the 3 draw is fine. So I'm not going to worry about it. We'll take a heal before I go into the the big boss. Oh yeah, when I heal, I get to pick another card. We're not going to take Sever Soul because it's literally the opposite of what I'm trying to achieve here. And I'm going to be honest with you, I feel like we might die here, but I could be wrong. Order, by the way. I missed out on like 2 damage or something. It's a lot of damage. Right, let's see what we draw into with this. The Rampage is back. Flame Barrier, Body Slam. Yeah, that does break you. That's fine. It really is down to Rampage. Like, if Rampage scales enough, which I'm hoping it will do with my thin deck, maybe Rampage just kills him before he gets to a point where, you know, I can't really break through him anymore. I actually think we should be somewhat aggressive here. Not too aggressive, but I want to keep the vulnerable on. Great flame barrier here. Anytime he multi-attacks me, perfect. I have to use Rampage again. I know he's going to do damage to me now, but I also should have done that in a different order. I missed out on 3 damage, I think. Wait, dude, it adds up now. I've missed out on like 5 damage this battle. And as I said, I think it's going to be a scary battle for me. Damn, I missed the flame barrier. Okay. So only doing 20. It's okay. Get the vulnerable back on him. Rampage is doing enough damage now. I have 1 strength, so this will always do damage. Good to know. I actually should have done that in a different order then. I missed 1 damage again, I think. But no, we should be fine. The Rampage is actually doing disgusting work. $29 now. Don't die here. I guess I should have played that a bit slower, because I don't fully heal at the end of this, and I've just taken 16 damage. I just do want to get caught up with this attack. We got burnt from this in my first battle, if you remember. I took like an additional 20 damage because I didn't take 11 instead to guarantee that I could get the kill. Okay, I think it has to be Barricade. It's going to be a struggle to play it, but it's in keeping with what I'm trying to do. And then we really need energy. Coffee Dripper is really scary. I do have the ability to heal, but it's not really good. Also makes this worthless. Let's take Curse Key. I've also seen the Relic, which is like, you know, you gain strength for having curses in your deck, which is unfortunate because I assume I can't ever see it again. Or at least, maybe until I've seen everything else in the game, I can't see it again. Alright, let's take some question mark tiles. Oh, could have done without seeing you guys as well. Okay. You're all scaling? Are you out of your goddamn minds? I'm actually going to try and kill the healthiest one first. Oh, like, sorry, we'll knock him out of the sky first. I don't know if I'm going to kill him necessarily first, but... my flaming barrier should be up this turn, hopefully. It's not guaranteed draw. We do get it. I probably can't play Barricade right now, just to level with you. Nor do I necessarily need it right now, though. I'm taking 24 damage. I'm going to block it all, and then I'm just going to body slam the guy at the back. They're going to take 12 back because they don't reduce the damage from not attack damage. Wait, way more than that. Sorry, it's 2 times 6, not 6 times 2. It's the ultimate counter to these guys. Okay, that works out splendidly, in fact. Another body slam. I know what you're saying, like, 1 body slam is really good, surely 2 is much better. I'm actually not quite of that mind. I think if it was body slam plus, I would definitely have gone for it. But I need to spend a campsite to upgrade it. I'd rather just get my deck thinner and just play 1 every turn. Now again, down the line, if I can get my deck super thin and... What were you, by the way? No. If I get my deck super thin down the line, and then I have 2 of them, fine. I can definitely see a world where we do get another one, but not for now. Anyway, that's very in keeping with what I want to do. Let's remove another card. Goodbye to all the strikes. I don't need you. We have better options. Alright. Hooded figures in an unassuming cathedral. Very Lovecraftian. Do I want the ritual dagger? Now, normally I don't take this because I normally get it a bit later, like in the back half of the second floor, and I'm like, I can't make this work, so let's not do it. One thing I will say about this is I have got the Strange Spoon, which I think means it could stop it from exhausting 1 time, and if in a multi-enemy fight, it means I could possibly get 2 procs of this dagger. It'd be a really good thing to potentially get on my build. It's very much in keeping with what I'm trying to do with Rampage, though, so maybe it's just too much of a good thing. Maybe I just don't want it. Because at the end of the day, I probably want Body Slam, a couple of block cards, and Rampage. So, I do appreciate the synergy with this could be really fun, but I think this is just not the run for it, sadly. I'd love to get this event on the first floor, and not the second one. I don't know if you can get it on the first floor, maybe that's too strong. Lose a block potion to get a relic, lose 130 gold to get a relic, lose Rampage, no. Or attack them. I don't think I've ever attacked this guy before. My block potion is really useful. And I think I'm about to go to a shop, right? You know what? For science, what happens if you attack this guy? Oh, he runs away. Okay, fair enough. Maybe I get another event down the line, though, because of this. But I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to lose the money. I didn't want to lose the block potion, and I didn't want to give him one of my best cards, so... I'm sorry. I would have liked to solve this civilly, but the game just didn't allow me to. Gain 5 blockers. This card is exhausted, gain 2 energy. Okay, I understand. I have to keep removing cards. There's no, like, 2 ways about it. I know I can't afford any of these anymore, but... And I don't really like any of the cards. So, I think we are going to... leave. Like, there's some temptation again for this, but I think removing card was more important. And again, we can upgrade a card now. You lose a mana, right? That's the option. Barricade is now 50% easier to play than it was before. Okay, I wouldn't say this is the guy I wanted to fight, but maybe not the worst. Let's get that immediately played. I should definitely have done this first. I do have Body Slam. I'd like to play Rampage as well. Right, I need to kill his ads. There's no 2 ways about that. I think I will drink the block potion here. I think I'm also going to put weakness on this guy. I'll just try and minimize the damage I'm taking this turn. I'm probably going to take like a decent chunk anyway. Then we'll Body Slam you. Wait, I'm weak. We'll play another defend, and I'll Body Slam you. I was going to Body Slam and strike the other one, but I forgot I've got the super cool mask. Alright, we take a little bit of damage, but it's not too bad. He's buffing his friends. His friend's going to hit me and die on the flame barrier. I don't remember the ordering of this, though. It goes left to right, right? So this is fine. And now we get to start to see how I want my build to actually function. Because the barricade now means I don't lose my block anymore. And hopefully I'll just start drawing body slam every turn. So right, he's doing 21 damage. Horrible hand. Yeah, awkward hand. We need to start getting rid of the block cards as well, but I need better options to replace them with. Gonna summon a friend. We should still flame barrier. I should always rampage as well. Battle trance. We got a block. We got rampage again. We'll play rampage instead. And this guy is basically dead. And actually, you know what? It did cost me 2 potions, but it was a very clean battle. Nearly overconfidence. Dude, that's great as well. We don't need another rampage. The one I've got is fine. Add 2 wounds to your hand, gain 20 block. Very interesting if I can get a way to get rid of the wounds specifically, and not all my skills. Because it's 1 mana gain 20 block, which is excellent, of course. I'm actually not going to go for it. I think I don't want to ever be on an exhaust build, like a true exhaust build, where I've got the strange spoon. Because I might just discard my wounds instead of removing them. That feels like a really, really bad idea. So let's not do that. I have another camp now, which, I think we're just going to upgrade a card. And it should be Rampage, right? Scales faster now. I've put it off for some time, not because I think it was bad, but... Oh, I got a curse, don't I? Okay, whatever. Whatever, we'll deal with it. Is there another... No. There isn't another removal. There is a fire, but I can't remove it at the fire, sadly. Okay. Barricade. Flame barrier. Alright. Sky is going to start hitting me, and I'm going to start ignoring him. The Dream Relic now, I think, is the one that says you can play curses for a mana or something. Although, actually, I say that because, again, it's going to exhaust it, and this might discard it instead. So maybe it's not the Dream. I don't know. We get Flame Barrier. Rampage him. There's no point bashing at this point, because I just won't get there in time. Dude, another Flame Barrier actually would go crazy. In fact, I would possibly even take 3 of them, if you could be so kind. It's better for me to do a strike here. Otherwise, I wouldn't have got lethal, I think. Or maybe it would have still been lethal. I wasn't paying attention, it's fine. Oh, Armaments. Hang on a minute. Armaments Plus as well. That is a defensive card I can get behind. Again, I don't know what to say. We should Smith, but I'm getting to the point now where it's just not worth it anymore. I guess I'll take Battle Trance. Because I think we'll get another opportunity to bash down the line. Okay. So we always have this awkward turn. I always have to play the barricade at some point. I'd love to draw into Flame Barrier. We've drawn into Flame Barrier. It does mean I can't rampage in this turn, but it's fine. Again, another enemy where Flame Barrier kind of just destroys them. I take 0 damage. I do have no block left. No, wait, I did take damage. What did he do to me? I wasn't paying attention. I thought I had enough block. Clearly I didn't. Alright, Rampage, Flame Barrier. Sadly, it's not meant to be putting a flame barrier up as he's attacking me. Oh, okay. Not very pretty spores. Alright, now they're pretty spores. I think he did 24 to me before, not 21. I think my maths was wrong. Either way, he's taking 18 now from just hitting me. So, he is super duper dead. I could also just kill him. He just can't draw 3. No. Game, you're not following what I'm putting down right now. Not happy with this. I'm gonna get an energy back. Never mind. I was gonna say I'm just gonna hit this guy and take 5 more damage to get the vulnerable on, but great timing of the nunchakus. It's still really awkward. I hate this battle. It's so awkward. Okay, this is a good turn though. Flame barrier me? I think I don't have time to play Barricade right now, so let's not worry about it. Let's upgrade all the cards here, which actually isn't that big a deal, but you never know, this Defend Plus and Bash Plus might matter down the line. Pick up another kill. We are blocking everything, and they're taking damage back, and I've killed the one person that is really scary. I can't remember why they're scary, but I don't like them. Don't they stop you from, like, attacking or something? Is that what they do? Anyway, kind of BS that you wounded me despite the fact you didn't hit me that turn, so just gotta call it as I see it. We're taking damage here for certain. I should probably try and kill you, but I think I'm just gonna try and kill the weakest one first. Now it's fair, you did 5 damage to me. Okay, Flame Barrier. I mean, I might as well play all the cards, but it's actually kind of worthless. God damn these wounds. I should just have dealt with it, shouldn't I? I should have dealt with this. Okay. Rampage. There's that Defend Plus I promised you earlier. Oh, God. Okay. Again, I think we can't actually afford to go for the Barricade. So I'm thinking Armaments, Bash, Defend, Body Slam. But I'd have to put the Bash into here. Alternatively, I can do... it doesn't really move the needle, actually. I can't think of a better line than this. It feels a bit wasteful. But I need to kill one of them. I guess the alternate line was I used a potion. And then maybe I could have played Barricade or something instead, but I just need to hope that we just draw well next time. But to be fair, the odds are against me drawing well. Actually, not terrible. If that was less than 10, I should have popped that. It wasn't, so it was the right play, but I definitely should just kill this person as soon as possible. What if I save the potion, though? This is so, like, stupid. Because there's so few attack cards in my deck now. I'm just assuming I'm going to draw Body Slam or Flame Barrier. Or both. Actually, that was a stupid play. My potion wasn't worth that. Dude, Captain Wheel, though, very good. Double tap, cleave, perfected strike. I understand and appreciate the benefit of double tap. But. I don't really need the upgraded... Well, actually, what's the upgraded version, sorry? It is 1 mana. Yeah, I don't think I need it. I know I could double tap the body slam, but I need defend more than anything. Oh, God. Oh, God. I got Barricade, which I think I desperately needed. Otherwise, we were actually in a world of hurt. We're still in a world of hurt, by the way, but... not quite as painful as I otherwise could have been. Cacao, by the way. Alright, we need to go as fast as is humanly possible here, otherwise we are going to have the world's saddest day. So, I think we go for this. I take 0 damage. Next turn I get the Captain's Wheel, which will give me 18 block. Hopefully we draw Body Slam plus Flame Barrier plus all that jazz. That is that jazz. Flame Barrier? I'm actually going to Battle Trance again because I might draw it back again. I did. I could play both and they would all take 12 each, which is effectively me doing 36 damage with this, which seems pretty good. I would like to play the Rampage as well, to be completely honest with you, but I think we just go fully in. And actually, now that I think about it, I'm not going to do that amount of... Oh, no, I can do that amount of damage. No, I can't. We have 1 strength, so I'm going to kill this guy. Okay, that's fine. I mean, we retain more block now this way, right? This is fine. It would have felt cooler killing him with the Flame Barrier, but whatever. And again, let's retain as much block as I can. I know the scaling. That could have been seriously scary. I think we played this actually very well. Dare I say optimally. Guaranteed lethal. I don't need another armament. 1 is fine. I don't really need any of these cards. Feed again could have been tempting, but nah. Who am I fighting, by the way? Who's this guy? I can't remember. Is this the guy with the 2 friends that steal your cards? I'm just going to rest. We get another card here. I'm going to be near full health. Again, it's 4 cards I'm not really interested in. If I could get rid of the wounds more reliably, I would do it. But again, I can't really do it because of Strange Spoon. It is the guy that has friends. I was going to say, we need to get Barricade up as soon as possible. We need to start playing Rampage as soon as we can. We've achieved both of these tasks. Very good. It does 0 damage, but why not? I basically body slammed him one of those, like, you know, super fat sumo suits. Alright, now we need to start putting up the flame barriers. Start chipping them down that way. We should play it first, because I might draw it again thanks to Battle Trance. I didn't, but that's fine. It's a huge turn of armament, so it upgrades basically every card in my hand. And if I don't play another attack this turn, which I can't, I'll get 1 energy for next turn. These nerds are going to start stealing my cards, and I can't think if they steal Body Slam right now, we could actually be in a bit of bother. Flame Barrier is not good for me, but equally, I think it could have been worse. We need to kill this guy, though. Like, lickety-split. Keep getting the block going. My card, please. Oh, it's 2 mana, of course. I don't know why I thought Rampage was in it. I mean, I just said I thought they were going to take Rampage, but I guess that's the reason. They are going to steal a card now. I don't know if it's from my deck or not. If it's from my deck, like, fantastic. Enjoy your defense, sir. Yeah, it has to be from my deck. Dude, I might actually... Oh, no. I was going to say, we should leave him on the board. Maybe I shouldn't just leave him on the board. We'll see. I can just body slam this guy. And just insta-kill him. I tell you what I'll do. I'll meet you in the middle. I'll hit this guy once so he's easy to kill in the future, and I'll body slam the main boss. Right, there goes his armor that he just put up. Flame barrier me again. This guy now kills me when he hits me, so I'll do the Rampage here. And every other card can just go into the boss if I want. This is better than... I don't know. Actually, it's better to move to Strike right now, isn't it, still? I was going to say, better to put up the block, but maybe it's not. Although, I need to survive Hyper Beam, right? Isn't that coming up? Yeah, that's Hyper Beam. Rampage, defend, strike, body slam, 69 damage, nice. Sure, he's going to strip away most of my armor, but you need to take another turn to chill out. That's Pokemon rules for you, and during this time, we can just start putting up the block again. Straight back up to 42. He's stunned. Not the only one. Battle Trance. Flame Body. Rampage. Getting energy back. Defend. It's actually better for me to strike right now than armaments. Body Slam. The easiest battle in my life. Did he hit me? Did anyone hit me there? Ooh, okay. I like that as well. Whenever you gain block, deal 5 damage to a random enemy. Okay. I get it. I understand. My only slight concern for this card is... it takes me longer to set up with this. So I think it's actually not very good. It's better if you gain lots of block often than getting a lot of block overall. And it's not really what I do. If anything, Fiend Fire is the more tempting one, because I do need some... I say need some way. I'd like some way to play around getting a shit ton of status put into my hand. And this would be the way to do it, because I could potentially use Fiend Fire in a very specific way once I played all the cards that are important to me. I can just use that to, like, burn the rest of my hand. So I think I'm going to grab Fiend Fire purely, really, because we could get caught out by something. The greatest card in the history of cards just dropped. Get rid of this card. And we don't really need the strike, but equally, the defense now at this point are not very good. I think I'm going to get rid of the defend, in fact, over the strike. We're fighting the Time Wizard. The Time Wizard actually shouldn't be too bad here, because we don't play 100 cards. So, I think that's fine. Where's the latest shop I can get? It's down this center path. Okay. I've got a path that I want to go along. Barricade. Armaments. Defend. I do need to kill this guy relatively quickly, so I think I'm going to put the damage into here. Also, I feel like these guys are going to be pretty bad with my strange spoons, so I'm a little bit concerned. Well, they're all the days. I found them. Thorns, weak, and skills. Okay. Okay. 14, 21, 35. Let me just knock you out, because you guys are actually causing me some issues. And then I think I'm putting 12 into you. I am taking 9, but that's not the end of the world. I could put... Actually, I'll put weak on you as well. Just in case I find another potion anyway. I'd have to toss one at the end of this anyway. So, might as well. Fortunately, I think... did every card get exhausted? Or did one come back in? Yeah, they all got exhausted, so we're lucky. Oh, maybe actually Ethereal's not the same with exhaust. Maybe I'm not lucky. Maybe it's like preset. Anyway, we need to kill this guy. And now we should be fine, because I just need to draw Body Slam one time and win the game. Found it. Shrug It Off is a good defensive card. I think I'll take it. It's of the caliber I was looking for. We should... Wait, we should Shrug? Wait. Actually, it depends what I want to do here. I could Battle Trance to try and upgrade more things with the armaments. It'd only suck if I drew Rampage, really. But the odds are I will draw Rampage, because I'm going to draw 5 cards here. I think that's fine. I did draw it, but I've also drawn Body Slam, so like it all works out in the wash anyway. I'm okay with this. Well, that's why I have Fiend Fire, whatever it's called, in my deck. Not great. Actually, no. With this, it's not... It's actually pretty good. So, Body Slam. The burn's going to hit me. He's going to hit me. We're fine. So, I should actually play a Strike here as well. Oh, it gives me an energy back, of course. Definitely was paying attention to the Nunchakus. Alright. Honestly, fine. I think that skill potion now got me over the hump. Would be a great opportunity to burn my hand. Oh, there is a small issue with the Fiend Fire. Well, it's not a big issue, but it's just hard to play Rampage plus some other cards because it is a 2-mana card. But we don't need Rampage here because this is lethal. I mean, at the end of the day, that could always be a finisher as well.
Do my best to save him, my lord.
Arik573, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Ghostly Armor, where are all these block cards been? Just waiting for me on the 3rd floor. I might hold my money as well for the later shop. No, that's stupid. Yeah, I've deemed it stupid. Let's remove a card at the very least. We don't need ice cream, I think. It's a great thing, don't get me wrong. That's good as well. It's a great thing, but I just don't need it. I'm actually not that inefficient. I can always be playing block stuff. I just need to get rid of all the defend cards. Well, and the strike. That one strike can also go. Glowing Tesseract. I will look at one colorless card, because I think, generally speaking, they are not good, and I don't want to put many of them into my deck. Even the 2-block draw a card one I think is, like, not very good. I think all of these are bad, actually. Like, I say all bad. Finesse is, like, fine. The only issue with Finesse is if I draw into it from Battle Trance. I guess that's true. Shrug it off, though, as well, to some degree. Screw it, I'll take it. I really shouldn't do, but... I need to not do this. I actually have to be very, very, very careful. Because I'm going to open the chest, and when I open the chest, I'm going to get a curse. And I need to be able to use the shop to remove it. That's part of the other reason why I want to go to the shop. So I can't afford to lose any more money. So I'm just going to leave. I'll try and fight the heart. We've been away for a holiday. Which actually, now that I look at it, can I do that still? Fuck's sake! I can, but... Okay, we'll go this way to the Flaming Elite. I forgot I have to fight the Flaming Elite still. I'm so often doing that on the first floor that I forgot I had to still do it. Okay. Well. Got Body Slab. Let me hit the guy that's going to scale. And I'm going to hold onto the Liquid Bronze. I think we can get better value from it than that. This deck right now just needs a better first turn. As long as it can survive the turn I play the Barricade, like, we are golden after that. It's just achieving that status. What do you become, by the way, Finesse? Do you draw more cards? No, more block. And I don't know what I'm drawing into. Slightly awkward. I think in the current guise, I should do the armaments on the Finesse. Because most of my deck's upgraded anyway. I was wrong, but it's fine because I'm not going to play that card this turn. It's actually a bit awkward again. I can't quite block everything, and I've got my 2/2 costs. Actually, Bash is a card I should probably also consider removing at some point. We won't get there, but it's not really doing anything for me anymore. Rampage. I need to kill this guy. He's scaling out of control. That being said, I'd be a fool not just to kill one of these guys. Specifically this guy, I think. Because I can't kill the other one. So, yes, the front guy is scaling. He's going to gain some armor as well, right on the bellow. But I'm just going to believe that I can live through the next turn and kill him at some other point. It's only 19 damage. Okay, we're actually fine. That solves everything. Don't need it. Mr. Moorman. You don't know anything on the first turn, which is phenomenal news. You have maybe very weak and very frail. Again, though, I think we can probably just live through this. As long as you scale slow enough, I'm fine. Whoops. Definitely armaments this. Big hand. Flame barrier me. We should play Rampage every time it comes up. I get energy back thanks to the Nunchaku. Very nice. 3 more block, please. And... it's better currently for me to play a Shrug It Off than a Strike. I'm basically equating the block as damage now. Which might not be true, but it's pretty close to it. Trance? Okay. Finesse? Ghostly. Body Slam. Defend. Body Slam. And I'm going to Fiend Fire. I'd be quite happy to lose all those 3 cards. Something went back into my deck again. It was Fiend Fire. It's the one card I didn't want to go back into my deck. Whatever. I'm still not quite sure how this works with cards that exhaust via the effect rather than exhaust via the effect on the card, if you know what I mean. Shrug. Okay. Flame. Probably at this point this is like worthless. Okay, that actually wasn't worthless. It wasn't a good idea either. So I'm going to lose Ghostly, I think. Unless I just like don't play Rampage. Maybe Rampage is not good enough for me anymore. But I feel like Rampage will be better. Alright, fuck it. I'll lose Ghostly. It's my bad. I shouldn't have drawn. I think it won't matter as well, in case you're wondering. Alright, is my entire deck upgraded at this point? Feels like it. That potion I have to be extremely careful with. I don't think I want another Shrug. I think the one Shrug I've got is fine. That with the Battle Trance, with the Finesse, it's enough draw for this deck considering I like block my draw once I play that. I do want more block cards, but I want ones that have like an effect like Flame Barrier rather than just draw a card, so I'm going to say no again. Right, this is going to cause me to get a curse. That's fine. It's a good curse. That doesn't matter that much. The second piece of Exodia has been assembled. Oh god, this guy. I don't like this guy. Barricade. Flame Barrier. Gonna level with you. Drink the Thought. Whatever, just drink it. It's so good against the heart, but I hate this guy as well. Anything I can do to chunk this guy down, I want to do it. Obviously, I can't draw any more cards now. I don't really want to hit this guy, but, you know, if I don't hit him, I can't do anything, so... What are we doing? You gonna put a curse in my deck? No, thank you. I'd rather you didn't. That's fine. You could do that. I'm actually gonna drink this as well right now. Because I can't play Fiend Fire from, which is a scary option, I think. Yeah. This is all fine. I just turned into block. Which I've got Barricade, so it's fine. It'll be used in the future. And now we just keep the block up. Keep the Rampage going. 39 damage, LOL. You call that real damage? You're taking 9 per turn. Well, sorry, 9 per hit. Okay, 57 I will say is real damage. That being said, you're gonna get hit back for doing this. We'll play our other armaments because I think it's like the last few cards I need to upgrade. Hit him with Rampage, and you are not quite dead because I'm weak. Okay, fair enough. You are now, though, I think, because you'll die to hitting me. Oh, Spirit only works on cards played. That's actually good to know, because I noticed it not worked on any card that didn't have the exhaust on the effect. So removing cards via Fiend Fire won't trigger it. Except on the Fiend Fire itself, which we've already seen. Fine, I can work with this. No. Oh, absolutely, I'll fight the first boss again. Are you crazy? I mean, I've already done that basically regardless. I don't need the health. Yeah. War. What is it good for? I'm hoping a relic, actually. A good, nice relic. Sadly, I don't have the barricade in my opening hand for the first time. Actually, in quite some time. So my block's going to go to waste. I have a potion to heal some of this, so I should probably just play the barricade now. I do need to do 13 damage to this guy. I'll battle trance and see what we get into. That works. I will lose Ghostly for this, though. Wait, I can do Ghostly and then play Body Slam, right? Yeah, that's the smart man's play. Alright, we got there eventually. Now the game gives me some free block thanks to the captain's wheel. And everything is gravy. Might as well upgrade my cards. I say this, I possibly should have... Whatever. I probably should have just played Flame Barrier there, but I'll do Rampage because I want it to scale. We're still getting a decent chunk of block regardless. I don't do 6 back to him. Oh well. Right. Shrug. Might as well armaments. Ghostly. Defend. And that's gonna hurt. 82 damage. Oh, you're doing 16. Have I tried fast modes? No, I was aware of its existence, but I've not played this in quite some time, so I didn't have it on so I could see what everything was doing. I'll put it on if people want it. I can just do that. You're hitting me many times. I wouldn't do that if I were you. In fact, I think you're dead because I've just drawn Body Slam. Yeah, it's fine. I'm actually not that bothered. It was just when I was like, you know, going back to it, it's like, how does all the ordering work? Let me see the ordering, but I've got a pretty good idea now. I can remove cards at a rest site. Where were you earlier? I think earlier, I could still see myself doing it now, but probably only one more time. Do I want 2 Body Slams in this deck? I'm going to level with you. I'm not even sure I do. No, I do. I'm too greedy. Alright, it's the Lady of the Serpents. There's my barricade. So we'll always have a weak first turn. Remember as well, she is a very dangerous lady right now because she's buffed. Whoops. Actually, not whoops. I couldn't really do anything about that. Right, we need to kill one of these guys. Probably the guy that's doing 25 to me, although 2 of them are doing 25 to me. It's fine. It's what this potion's here for. Okay, finesse before you battle trance. Now battle trance. We won't get a draw on this, but it's still good block. Ghostly. Shrug. Defend. It's fine. We're blocking everything. Let me just kill the other guy, I think. And at some point, he needs to take a turn to, like, summon more friends. He's taking some time to summon more friends. Okay, Flame Barrier. Rampart. I think I want Armaments to get the other defend up, even though I can't play the defend. And then 37 damage. Summoning another friend, it seems. I'm just going to kill the one you summoned, if you don't mind. And I'll use Fiendfire to get rid of the wound. And the strike. I don't really need it. It came back thanks to the effect of the spoon. Whatever. I say whatever. It's probably a fine play, honestly. Or a fine result for me. Good. What I wanted. Flame Barrier is up again. I'm not going to play Armaments here because I'm probably never going to get time to play Bash this battle. I do think I'm putting all this damage into the boss as well. Finesse first. I should have lethal, right? Only just, though, with weakness. Right, we get the Emerald Key. The Centennial Puzzle's actually quite nice, because I do need to draw, so I'm fine with that. Reaper is a bit late. I possibly would have considered it earlier. And Cleave, for that matter. I guess we just have to roll with it, though. I'm not good against multiple enemies, but I'm fighting what? The Time Wizard, I'm fighting the two Stabby Boys, and then the Heart, so there's a pretty low chance I'm going to fight many, like 3 or 4 enemy battles. I'm going to Tote Care, and I'm going to remove Clumsy. Even though it's like it sort of removes itself quite easily, I still don't want it to be drawn in my opening hand, because it's so... I just need to live through turn 1, right, with this deck. Is this the first one of the day? Yep. I like the fact that say, well, they ought to be fighting 3 more enemies. 2 tiles later, 3 enemies. It's fine. This is the last time it can happen, though. I will be playing Ghostly. Defend. I need to be a little bit cautious here, because, again, I can't do AoE damage particularly easily. So, let's start weakening all of them. I'm doing perfect. I'm taking 23 damage this turn, so I get my draw 3 for 1 damage. Very cool. Flame Barrier. Rampage. Shrug or Battle Trance. I think I Battle Trance in case I draw back into Rampage. Or Ghostly, actually. Do I normally make my decks this small? No. This is really an off day, I guess. I normally do unbelievably greedy decks, but I'm really bad as this character, so I try to, like, hone in a little bit on what I'm trying to do. And I just happen to have ended here. I will be playing Flame Barrier. I will be playing Rampage. It's just where does the Rampage go? I'm doing 37 currently with that, so I guess I'll play another Defend at the very least, and then just body slam this guy to kill him. And then I'll Rampage this guy. I'm taking no damage, but it's going to be hard for me to kill 2 next turn, so... As in, it might be impossible for me to kill 2 this turn. I can't play that. It's not happening. Well, I could actually. I could play Ghostly, Body Slam, and then Fiend Fire, because I don't really care about the Bash. And the Armaments is not that important. You know what? I'm in. Also, is this lethal? No, not quite. Alright, the other guy comes back. I was going to say, eventually I get Rampage, and hopefully that just takes me over the edge. God damn it. It's fine, I'll get him next turn. I need to draw my Rampage and my Body Slam at the same time, and then I can end the battle. Or the 2 Body Slams, I forgot I got 2 of them. I probably don't need to heal, but I'm just not going to risk it. I don't like this boss. He scares me. And again, I don't think we've got Shrug It Off in the deck. I really think of all the cards I've seen right now, I'd only put another Flame Barrier in the deck. I think that's like the only card I'm interested in now. Maybe Ghostly as well. I'd probably put another Ghostly in the deck. But I just don't need the draw option with Battle Trance. It's too much of a good thing. What about the Barricade? I've got Barricade. Oh, Entrench. Okay. Yeah, the Infernal Blade's not worth it. Alright, I think we should be pretty well placed to fight the Time Wizard. Drawing Barricade in the opening hand is just, like, a blessing. He's going to hit me really hard because I'm just not good at dealing with my first turn. So I'm going to take 14 damage. So be it. Joke's on you, you made me draw 3 cards. I think while this is going on now, I'll put the Plated Steel on as well. Because the Plated Steel is going to add to my block, which is then going to be, like, retained because of the Barricade. It's like block on top of block. We're definitely playing Rampage this turn. Have to be careful with the counter. Okay. I'll just play everything and get it back down to 0 again for the next turn. You're doing 45 damage, but I'm blocking all. I've got the perfect amount of block, in fact, for this turn. Nothing needs upgrading, but I'm just going to play these 4 cards regardless, so let's not think too much about it. Again, keep the Flame Barrier on. Basically all times you want Flame Barrier on. I'm probably playing Rampage basically at all times. And then it's whether or not I Battle Trance or not. The Battle Trance here doesn't really offer me too much greatness. I could go for the Body Slam, I guess, but... Actually, that is good enough. I was going to say, if I draw 2 Body Slams, then I'm going to be pretty happy. It does mean I can only play 2 cards next turn, but I'll deal with that consequence later. It was so much damage to turn down. Right, we can only play 2 cards. Ghostly, I want to keep it in the deck. And I'll play Shrug. Damn, I drew Rampage. Okay, it is what it is. He heals 70, but... Joke's on him, I don't care. Armament is actually worse than Strike for me right now. Also, oops, did I do that? I had lethal all along, was not paying attention. Cool. Okay, I think at the very worst then, that's A8, right? That's knocked out with the Ironclad, which is actually pretty good. Let's see if we can beat the heart, though. I'm pretty certain, irrespective of the heart result, you still get the unlock. This is just gravy now. Any character in A20? Nope. I've been doing one at a time through, you know, A all the way up to A8. And I've just got to the Ironclad now. So I need to do everyone in A8 and then so on and so forth. 100% win rate today, yep. First run, insta-win. Do I want a tote here? Is there any card I need to upgrade? I really sincerely don't think I need to upgrade anything. Equally, do I need to remove anything? Does that really, like, help me? You know what? There is a card I would like to get rid of. I didn't think I would do this. I think I got rid of Bash. I've not played it for the entire floor. I just can't justify it. Whenever you shuffle your draw pile, gain 6 block. That seems pretty good when I'm just legitimately, purely, like, basically shuffling my deck every single turn. It's basically 6 block a turn versus 4 block a turn. Skill from your draw pile into your hand and exhaust. Actually, this could be quite good as well, just to, like, chunk someone down. 14 cards. If I remove one more, then I'm drawing... Potentially per cycle, I draw 6 cards, right? 4 here, 1 here, 1 here. Then I draw 5. So I'm not quite at the level where I would like to be, where it's, you know... I do draw every turn. It's not quite 6 a turn. It's like 6 every... It's 12 every 3 turns, I think it would roughly work as. Depending on the order. It can be a bit worse than that, but... That is if I remove another card. And I think I will. I just don't really need some of these other cards anymore. I probably don't need the defense. I don't really need the strike either. Elixirs for statuses. I could. I guess it would be a backup in case my Fiend Fire, which I'm also using for statuses, is not put back into my deck. You know what? That's a level of thought I hadn't considered. And actually, the other route I was considering was actually grabbing this, just do a huge chunk of damage at some point with the whatchamacallit, the Body Slam. Alright, let's see how I do versus these guys. I'm normally not good versus these guys because I just don't fight them often enough. I don't love my opening. Alright, we're gonna get hit pretty hard here, but... You know, what could I do? I had a really awkward opening. Flame Barrier here is really good, though. Okay, that's both my Body Slams. Right, I can't see that. Piss. I was slightly worried that would happen. It's not the end of the world, actually, but... And I'd like to make sure I had that for the next turn. Okay, I guess we play Ghostly then, and... Just double Body Slam. I don't take damage here, but... I was hoping to do something a bit more bombastic there. This could work, though. We have to spin around right now because I can't afford to take that level of damage. We will be spinning around. We will be taking damage again, though. Okay, I lost Fiend Fire. Not the end of the world, though. Right. Finesse. Body Slam. Ghostly. Defend. So you're going to do... Wait. 50% more damage. Okay, so he's going to do 24 to me. But if I flip, you do less to me. I need to kill one of them. I guess I just have to flip to the right and then deal with this guy. Yes. I'm toying with removing this purely because I would take some damage otherwise, but I think I just have to roll with it. It's not worth it just to remove one. Okay, I should be able to kill the guy on the right. I can kill the guy on the right. Should take no damage. 40. Okay. Sure. Cool. Why not? I guess I've put up 70 block. We should, again, save the potion, I guess. Because I'm not taking any damage right now. You have made my attack lower, which I'm not really cool about, but... Get energy back. We're playing every card now that I look at it. Not clean, but... For every 5 cards in your deck, heal 3 when you enter a rest site. Good timing. Thanks. You know what? I've not put a card in my deck for so long. I think Disarm could actually work. It's a really good card with the spoon. Well, I can't heal, sadly so. I think we're going to die, but it was still a really good run. It is the perfect opening. I needed to get Barricade immediately if I was going to do this. I forgot every time I play a card I take a damage. That's going to make my life even harder. It's okay. We'll just gain a ton of block and get out of it that way. I have to play Ghostly this turn. I can't afford to lose it yet. Right, every status under the sun is in my deck. It's not a bad time for Fiend Fire. Unfortunately, you know, what I'm up against right now, it doesn't bode well for me. I'm dead. I can't live through this turn. It's still a good battle. Sorry, it was a good run. I just didn't quite have enough to, like, start my fights with. It was always a problem. And actually, it got worse and worse over time. That first turn is so brutal when I played the Barricade. And then, yeah, against the 2 stabby guys, just, you know, taking 60-something damage is just so bad. But anyway, yeah, it does unlock the Ascension 8, so either way, we still got a result, so we'll move on to the Silent for the next time. So YouTube, if you enjoyed this, why not leave a like and subscribe? Everyone else around. Let's see you next time. Bye!